of us, and each one of us was getting between 60 and 70 emails every day. Now, these emails had important information, so they needed to be logged into different software systems that we were using. Consequently, each email took us between 3 and 8 minutes to process. Now, this was 2012. We looked at many automation solutions out there, and none of them had these two properties. All of them faced two major problems. Number one, our emails were not so consistent that we could set up a fire and forget rule. And the second one was that these rules needed to be set up by our sales team, not our engineering team. We looked at many tools out there, and none of them had any of these two properties. So what do? Well, over the last 100 days, we have spoken with hundreds of individuals and businesses, and we realized that if we could face this problem, being such a small, simple business, imagine the complexity if you're a manager for a telco, a hospital, a bank, or a more complex business. Now, what all of us needed was a tool that could handle queries exactly where they popped up, inside your email inbox. And that's just what Quickly does. Let me show you how. Here's the message, just the kind we used to receive. Now, I can look at it, and I can say that this is a job for one of our engineering team members. But this time, alongside me, Quickly is watching too. What it does is, it never takes over, but instead, it gives me a series of actions that I can perform. Now, I have the power. I get to decide which of these actions apply and which don't. And if I want to personalize any of these actions, I can do that as much as I want. Now, all I need to do is either approve or ignore. It's really simple. Quickly is the only integration tool in the world that can be operated and set up without an engineering team. And that is not even the best part. The best part is that Quickly can learn. Every time I approve or ignore any action, Quickly's algorithms pick up that data and use that to become better and better over time. Well, the greatest advantage that our end users are getting is that they get to save up to 8 hours every week. You get an entire extra day with your family. So what we did was, we created a sketchy demo video of the very first version of our product, and we shared it in Hacker News. And what happened next was amazing. In the next 24 hours, we got 267 signups. And these were not ordinary people. These were top-level business and tech executives from every major internet company that you can think of. Now we are back to the situation of having overwhelming response, but this time, we have a tool that knows how to handle that problem. All right, so globally, people spend more than 28% of their time just handling emails. This problem is everywhere. The specific market that we are targeting are people who use cloud-based tools like Gmail for office work, and they numbered 50 million in 2013. In 2017, they are expected to be 145 million, and a staggering 695 million in 2022. We are standing at the cusp of a market that is about to explode, and Quickly is rightly positioned to take full advantage of it. Well, specifically, we are targeting Gmail users, mainly because Gmail is the biggest player of this market. It owns 30% of that market. Now, the way we are reaching out to these end users is primarily content marketing, because it has worked really well for us so far. And the fact that our main job is integrating different applications with Gmail means that the developers of these applications act as our distribution channel. We can go to every app store out there without any issues. So there could be many different business models with Quickly, but the one that's our favorite is the freemium. Why? Because as I said, Quickly can learn. So every single user who signs up on Quickly shows us behavior that allows Quickly to become better and better over time. Now, you may be thinking, what happened to our guitar business? I started off with it. Well, right now, it is the most popular online store for guitars in India. Thanks to the management team that has taken over from us, it is bootstrapped, it is profitable, and it is growing. We still love music, but we are back to our roots as computer science geeks to code this ourselves, and also to apply learnings from scaling our first business together. Our immediate next plan is to launch a full-scale beta with the 250 plus users that we have signed up. We are targeting the desktop and the laptop market, as you may have guessed, but we have already been approached by one of the biggest Android OEMs in the market for a possible tie-up. Now, these are exciting times for us. And we are acutely aware that to seize this opportunity, we need to be really fast. We need cash to hire the right team, the right developers, the right marketers, but more than that, we are looking for advisors who understand the consumer internet market, people who have deep connections with the biggest SaaS vendors out there, with the OEMs out there. If you can help, please seek us out. We are the guys in the green t-shirts with this time logo. We are Quickly, and I can assure you, we can save you more than 50 days every year. Thank you.
Kush from Quickly. Automated productivity triggered by our email. That sounds pretty cool. Email is a huge pain for me. Another pain for me is traveling the world giving presentations and not getting the response that I actually hoped for. Has anyone done those? Given a presentation, there's 3 people in the room and absolutely no response. JFDI startup Wikasa has the answer. Their service creates, publishes, and shares instant slidecasts. From Indonesia, here's Rama from Wikasa.
Do you know this guy? The way Hugh Mason explains and promotes JFDI is by giving out presentation several times each month. And as all we know, presentation takes enormous amount of effort to prepare. And what happened at the presentation? For Hugh and millions of other speakers around the world, their impact is limited to the live audience. There could be one person within the audience that could connect to the speaker in a meaningful way. However, what if she's not there? It is impossible for a friend to be able to share his presentation effortlessly. If he's very lucky, event organizers do a recording. However, it might take weeks until it's available, if there is even any. Sharing slides has been an option. However, you could see a horse picture here. It's taken from a corporate presentation about motivation. How could we know? Sometimes, Hugh also do a recording of his presentation. However, he doesn't always have the time to fiddle around with editing, synchronizing his voice with the slides, and doing all these things and uploading it to the rest of the world. The process is just too cumbersome. Wikasa makes presentation capturing and sharing effortless. The only thing Hugh has to do after he finishes his slideshow is to simply upload to his Wikasa page, or he could also send it to the event organizer. Then, at the presentation venue, he could use his phone as a clicker. As he navigates through the slides, Wikasa on the phone records his voice and automatically synchronizes it with the slides. After he finishes speaking, he could easily press upload, and his slides, synchronized with his voice, is available on this Wikasa page. And after that, Hugh could easily share it to the rest of the world using social media platform of his choice. So now he could see how many likes he gets, how many shares he gets, and exactly what kind of people have interest in his presentation. Instantly, the impact of Hugh's presentation is magnified thousands of ways, in the ways that are measurable. This is very important, it's measurable. Sometimes presentations are private. If this is the case, he could easily make it private, lock it down, and restrict it only to people that he allows to see. Share it via email, as simple as that. Over the past 100 days, we have talked to over 100 people in the business context who share information in the business context. It took us 3 pivots. But one problem the need to instantly capture and magnify the impact of a presentation kept on coming as a problem. So our concierge MVP is just about 3 weeks old. But we have successfully tested it at 7 events. The number is growing as we speak. And the responses to Wikasa has been overwhelmingly positive. A couple of days ago, I was talking to a regional president of a very large multinational company in the FMCG sector. His first response was, "When can we be your customer? We are very happy about this. And we're very confident that we have the right problem and solution fit and can't wait to get this thing going even further." It is estimated that about 47 million of presentations are created each day. Their creators could benefit from our solution, including public speakers, educators, consultants, and also organizations such as event organizers or companies who just want to document their business presentations instantly without any effort. The business model we're exploring is a free service to drive awareness and virality. And for those who want to keep presentation private, they could easily apply for the monthly subscription. Our next step is to turn our concierge MVP into a full-fledged Android and iOS apps, so we could reach a target of 20,000 users using events